Alright, it's Sunday. Let's see what it's like today. The dogs are all hyper and loving it. Wow. Alright, come on. Hey, River, just get the toy. See what you did? Now go prance over there. I love the way he walks. Alright, anyway. Back to why we're out here. Another thing I wanted to tell you, I have a few, screenshots. If you really look, you could start to see, I swear I have 2 pictures of the clouds, and there's a perfect face in one. Can't tell, what kind of a face, but you can see 2 eyes, a nose, and a mouth. And then on another one, there's that bird again. He's stalking me. And on another one, it's clearly like an alien face, like what you would think, what an alien would look like big round head with those weird big eyes. But if you look close enough, I think there's a whole bunch of stuff going on up here that we know nobody really notices, but in the clouds, I think there's a lot more going on up there than we even suspected. I don't think, because nothing's random. I still don't know what's supposed to go on this month, or maybe it's not and they know about it, or what was supposed to go on. That volcano in Hawaii, which would cause a tsunami on both coasts, West Coast, East Coast. I don't know if that's true, and I hope it's not, but it's supposed to be. Towards the end of the month, like the 18, 19, or no, somewhere up to the 23rd. I don't know, but of course my husband thinks I'm crazy. But he doesn't buy into any of this anyway, so I really can't talk to him about it. And yeah, on the surface it sounds crazy. It does. It just sounds really crazy. Numerology, demonic. There's those 2 eyes again. They just did that in the last video. It does sound like scratching my eye. Hold on. It does sound way too hard to believe. Right? But if you think about what's going on with this trafficking, child trafficking stuff, nobody believed that either. And that's just probably the least of our problems. But slowly but surely, that's coming true. So, a little more awake. And I just am not buying that there's a big explosion in the universe. And whoops, we got this beautiful planet. The only one that has water, blue skies, billowy clouds, birds, trees, plants, every kind of animal you can think of. Dogs, people, Bigfoots, whatever. I mean, it's just too hard to believe. I don't even know how I believed it in the first place. It's so not random. But they've been lying since day one. So, really, it's not that much of a stretch to think that they had this planned out since day one. What they were going to do, how they were going to do it. Like the alphabet, there's 26 letters. Why is that? I'm sure if you look on Google, it's going to give you some explanation, because they have an explanation for everything. Just in case you are half awake, they're going to put you right back to sleep again. Come on, guys. Seems okay out. I mean, for the last couple of days it was shitty, but it looks okay. But anyway, so they give you some sort of, answer for why.
Same thing. These are new flight patterns.
Oh, I like watching
for the
this
weather
guy.
Control. Yeah, here was a huge spraying operation here on the 7th. I mean, just mega.
Yeah, but they're going to give you some explanation for everything. So why would it be too hard to believe that There is, like, it's Da Vinci Code. You ever watch that movie? Like, my husband's fascinated with that movie. And I'm like, well, if you buy into that, which he does, what's so hard to believe that they're using the numbers to actually, that's how they communicate. That's the language of the devil. The numbers. It's really insane if you get into it. I mean, on the surface, yeah, it seems like, wow, this is quite a reach. But if you really watch it, I mean, it's almost too coincidental. And how many coincidences does it take before it's like, whoa, that's a little weird? And then that weird, freaky fish thing with the head, like a human. There is some weird things going on, and people, well, like us, know it. And then we have, like, this thing. There's a face. What are they doing?
What are they doing out here? They saying some kind of carp. I think that's some kind of experiment that went wrong.
Yeah, me too. That is a human face.
That is wild. Look at that thing. That's pretty mind-blowing.
You have to stop. It's so hard, I guess, because my husband doesn't buy into any of this. It's so hard for him to believe this. Hi, baby. But it's like how hard would it be to not believe it? I mean, at this point, anything goes. I mean, anything that I hear strange, unusual, whatever, I tune in because I've already seen what I didn't think I would believe before. And most of you guys on here are the same way. That's why you're on here. Because there's something not right. You could feel it, you could sense it, you could taste it, you could see it. I mean, the clouds just tipped me off. I mean, that unbelievably obvious chem attack that nobody noticed. I mean, it was so bad that the clouds no longer were billowy, they were straight lines, and not one person that I showed thought it was unusual, and it was all over, like crossing each over, triple Xing all over, everywhere. The entire sky was a checkerboard, and nobody thought it was weird. So, I don't know, I don't know. I really don't know. And this whole thing about the volcano in Hawaii, I mean, if something goes down with Hawaii, anytime in November, semi-explosion, semi-erupt, whatever, then this guy is onto something. But then again, if he knows about it, so does, hopefully, everybody else. And I do think this is between God and the devil now. I mean, this is way too beyond our understanding. This is way far beyond that. Things that are being done and things that are being prevented. I mean, it's just crazy. I mean, we're stuck in the Matrix here. It's crazy, but I don't know. Anyway, I just was really going to give you the weather, but then I got off track on that story. But I don't know. I'm seeing faces in clouds now. I mean, if you really look, I didn't see them with my naked eye, which was funny. I just took a couple snaps because the cloud looked unusual anyway. And I figured, I'm just going to take a few stills. And then when I went back to look at them to either delete them or, maybe just keep them, that's when I saw the faces, and I'm like, I didn't see that when I was taking the picture. And you're able to zoom in and zoom out, which you can't do with your normal eyes, but you could surely see 2 eyes, a nose, and a mouth in that cloud. It was weird. I mean, I'll post the 2 I think that I still have. But, yeah, it's strange. So, I don't know. Keep your eyes open. Hey, Rebel. Hey, Trey. Hey, everybody. So sorry, I'm bad with names. But I'll remember soon. I got a whole bunch of things on my mind, like clouds and, death. Anyhow, all right, I'll talk to you guys later. So far, so good.